Karnataka has established itself as a leading hub for electronic system design and manufacturing in India, contributing 10% to the nation's electronics output. We are also home to 400 plus MNCs with global R&D centers. With over 100 fabulous chip design houses and 40% national share in electronic design, Karnataka stands as a prominent hub for chip innovation in India. Invest Karnataka 2025 will bring more global players to benefit from the state's strong and tech-enabled ecosystem.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra. All that glitters is gold. Gold prices are again hitting record highs after record highs. In fact, in this new year 2025 itself, there are 12 instances when we have already seen gold hitting fresh record highs. In the year 2024, gold was the asset class that beat equities by a wide margin, not just for Indian equities, but even the US markets. The return on gold in 2024 was 26%, and after that also, on top of that 26% surge, in the new year, already in the first 1.5 months, nearly what we have seen is that gold prices have also surged about 11%. So what is behind the gold rally that you are seeing right now? Why is everyone rushing for this yellow metal? And should you be investing in this yellow metal at this all-time high level, or should you be looking to book your profits? If these are the questions that are on your mind, then you are at the right place. Well, the major first reason why everybody sees this fresh move in gold is also that it's coming in from the US. US President Donald Trump is imposing tariffs on metals, on aluminium, on steel, and that is leading to some fears of a trade war. And again, something that could disrupt trade and create more inflation. And when there is an inflationary environment, people rush to look at safe haven assets like gold. And that is one of the key triggers. Before we get into our conversation with our gold expert to help you understand what is the trajectory on gold that you can expect, let's listen in to what President Donald Trump has said on tariffs.
I'll be announcing probably Tuesday or Wednesday at a news conference reciprocal tariffs, and very simply, it's if they charge us, we charge them. That's all.
When does it go into effect, sir?
Almost immediately. But I'll be announcing the details of it, highly detailed, and it'll be great for everybody, including the other countries. But if they are charging us 130% and we're charging them nothing, it's not going to stay that way. Any steel coming into the United States is going to have a 25% tariff.
What about aluminum, sir?
Aluminum too.
10%?
25%.
All right, so that's President Donald Trump talking about tariffs that he's going to impose, and that has further created some worries about trade war that could emerge globally. But let's get in to a conversation with our top market expert and gold expert now. Ajay Kedia, MD and Director at Kedia Advisory, now joins in to help us understand how should you be really looking at this gold rush. Ajay ji, warm welcome. Good to have you with us. We are seeing a smile on your face. You track gold and gold is shining brighter than ever before, and it has been continuously doing it. जब भी हमें लगता है कि gold prices अब शायद cool off होंगे, तब एक और नया high बन जाता है. Tell us, what are you sensing? Why so much anticipation and why so much of rallies unfolding on gold prices?
So it should be a golden afternoon to you and your viewers. Definitely last year we have seen almost around 26-27% gain in international. Domestically we have seen some duty adjustment, that is why slightly 9% lesser return we have seen, but despite that all asset class has been bid. One thing is very much clear, Jakshi, whenever this type of gold rally start, it would continue to be there for at least 3 to 4 years. We have seen from 2008 to 2011, we have seen in 2020 during COVID, when gold prices was around, let's say 32,000 on domestic market and went up to 56,000. So I think this is just a start, because in last couple of years, we have heard about central banks are buying, geopolitical tension, de-dollarization. Even since 2022 ETF, That means via mutual fund you can buy gold. So charms are continued to be there, but things have been totally changed from 1st November when Donald Trump has shown his victory in US election, and since 20 Jan when Donald Trump was in office, we have seen the series of tariff war has been started, and in last 40 days itself, we have seen a rally of 12%. So I think the perfect blend, perfect environment is still with gold, and maybe we can easily cross the level of $3,000 mark in international, whereas on domestic side, frankly, I was expecting around 85,000 level mark, but with the fall in rupee to the record level, we still expect in first half itself we can see the level of 90,000 also for gold.
90,000 for gold could be coming in soon. We are already at upwards of 86,360 on the MCX today, and 90,000 cannot be ruled out in the first half of the year itself. So do you also look at 1 lakh level also to be achieved in this year? Will that be possible if we see scaling of 90,000 on gold also, Ajay ji?
Sakshi, I think every level is possible for gold. In 2008, when I got married, gold prices was around 12,000, and I was thinking gold is too costly to buy at this moment. But after 15 years, 16 years, when we see that rate, so I think I was a very numb person to lose that opportunity. So similarly, see, no doubt today 85 seems to be slightly costlier, but frankly, looking to the inflation, looking to the geopolitical tension, even equity market is now making us slightly, we can say, on the top. Even last month there was a deep seek invention in
Yes.
China, and immediately we have seen a sharp correction in equity market. So I think other asset class is slightly on worse to take some correction. Even in crypto, we have seen a correction. So safe haven comes for gold, and I'm still expecting gold to show maybe 90,000 is a immediate. But if somebody invest for next, let's say, couple of years, in next 2 years, 1 lakh is a mighty figure. We can definitely tell because rupee weakness is then one more thing. There is a diversification in investment. Previously, in 10, 12 years back, we used to consume gold, not we used to buy gold. We used to consume gold. That is why, as per the World Gold Council, we are India is
Yes.
lying with 29,000 tons of gold. But now people has realized that we can invest in gold via ETFs,
Yes.
via digital gold. So I think physical demand has improved, and investment demand has also improved for gold.
Okay. So there are all these factors that are at play. So there is no ruling out of 1 lakh rupee level for gold in the next couple of years. It is very much possible. So Ajay ji, would you say जैसे आपको अपने शादी के दौरान लगा था 12,000 रुपये में भी गोल्ड बहुत महंगा है, अब क्या 85,000 के लेवल पर या 90,000 के लेवल पर जिन लोगों को लग रहा है बहुत ही एक्सपेंसिव है, उनको खरीद लेना चाहिए क्योंकि 1 लाख भी आने ही वाला है?
देखिए सर जी, शादी एक ऐसा चीज है जहाँ पे शादी और सोना दोनों इमोशन से जुड़ा हुआ है, और इमोशन की कोई वैल्यू नहीं होती है। तो डेफिनेटली आई थिंक गोल्ड एक इंडिया में अब तक हम जो गोल्ड बाय करते हैं वो इमोशन से अटैचमेंट है। आज चाहे अक्षय तृतीया हो, धनतेरस हो, शादी हो, तो सभी जगह पे हम गोल्ड जो बाय करते हैं वो इमोशन के हिसाब से बाय करते हैं। तो आई थिंक देयर इज नो वैल्यू फॉर इमोशन। हाँ, मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ टेक्निकली मार्केट इज ओवरबॉट, हाइप इज बीन देयर, maybe some correction or pullback could be possible, but don't expect prices one again will get the level of 70,000 or 72,000. I think in next 3 months the moment, or we can say the range, would be slightly wider when we see 90,000 as a immediate high on higher side for next 3 to 6 months, whereas support seems to be around let's say 78 to 79,000. But prefer to be buy or drop should be the strategy.
Absolutely. Now, Ajay ji, the other important part that you mentioned, that earlier India was only a big consumer of gold. Even today, India has come out as the biggest consuming nation of gold in terms of jewelry. We have surpassed China. We have surpassed every other country in the way that we have invested in gold jewelry. But now you're seeing the trend is also that people are understanding that gold can also be looked at as an investment opportunity, not just for consumption. So where are you seeing strength right now? If somebody only purely wants to invest in gold for a return perspective as an asset class, beyond the physical gold jewelry, gold coins, gold bars, where exactly should one look at as an opportunity?
Sakshi, rightly you have updated everything, but I think in 2013 we used to import around 900 to 950 tons of gold. Government has recognized this thing because whenever we import gold, that is a non we can say productive asset. We can say no doubt for an individual it is a good, but for a country it was not a productive asset, and import were been quite high, and that is why government has came up with a gold bond, or we can say now we have a digital gold or gold ETF.
Yes.
So we have to segregate. So as an investor, you have to see just like KYC. So similarly, you have to understand whether you want to buy gold for consumption or want to buy for an investment. Because when you see for investment, making charges would be the important trigger. Because when we look for investment, a percent change is impacting your returns also. So I think today with the digital world is going on, I think there are enormous options are available for investing in gold. So first of all, if you are a consumer, that means if you are having any wedding in your home, definitely go with a jewelry or go with a physical side. But if you look gold as a asset class, then there are certain avenues like you can opt for gold bond. Up till last year, we used to have many tranches, but now I think the government has reduced it. But then also, if it is available on the secondary market, also you can buy bonds. Secondly,
Yes.
gold ETFs are been available, and also digital golds are been now making their place. So I think segregate yourself with consumption for gold or investment for gold. If you are going for investment, ETF, gold bond, futures, options, all our avenues are available today.
Okay, so first of all, you have to try and understand whether you want to buy gold for consumption purpose or buy gold for investment purpose. Then you may need to make the right decision. In any case, if you have a wedding coming up, you really need to build your gold jewelry, then definitely you should go for gold, physical gold and gold jewelry at the current levels, because any which ways the making charges will be added, GST will be added, and any which ways you will have to pay all those taxes higher going forward. When you look at the investment purpose, then purely go for digital gold assets like ETF. That's an option. Mutual funds are an option. Bonds is what Ajay ji is saying that you could definitely look at as an investment opportunity as well. So look at these two aspects. That's the most important thing that you should be looking at when it comes to gold investments. Now Ajay ji, if I have to understand from you, between gold and silver, how are you making your investment strategies now? Say if somebody has decided that, okay, I need to now, beyond equities, beyond real estate, also have gold and silver in ETF, in digital formats or in physical formats in my portfolio, investment portfolio also. How are you deciding between gold and silver, how much should one each invest?
See, definitely looking to the current fundamentals and everything, we have already spoken about gold, and gold seems to be very bullish. But don't forget to take a view on silver also, because silver, most probably there is a proverb in Hindi कि चांदी को हम गरीबों का सोना भी कहते हैं. So those who have missed the rally for gold, there is a good opportunity for investment. To understand whether I should go with the gold or silver, there is a ratio called gold silver ratio where we have to divide like gold price divided by silver price, you will get this ratio. So in
Okay.
last 50 years, this ratio has never gone beyond 90 level mark. Right now it's around 1991. During the COVID, during the COVID when pandemic was been there in the economy, we have seen this ratio has went to the level of 125. That suggests concerns were that is where people supposed to go with the gold. But now, as soon as the pandemic went out, we have seen this ratio came down to the level of 72. So I think still the ratio at 1991 is a historical higher level. So I think use case in last 10 years has totally changed for silver. Now we are using silver for investment, for solar panel, for EVs, for 5G technologies. So I think the consumption part of silver has rapidly changed in last 10 years, and also the production is been under deficit, inventories are been lower. So I would prefer to have silver in place of gold for a longer time frame, let's say for 2 to 3 years. I can see silver can double from here. Right now in international steel prices are around $32. If you remember in 2011, silver made a high of $50. No doubt on domestic side, due to duties and rupee, we have been very close to 1 lakh level once again. but I am expecting more gains in silver. Look into this ratio. During this year, we may see a level like 1,30,000, but silver is having a gist that can double in next couple of years.
Oh, okay, got that. So that's the overall view between gold and silver. You really need to understand how much each of it in ratio that you should be investing, because silver also has great factors helping it out, and there could be a chance of doubling of silver prices also in the next few years. So that's something that you could be looking at as well. Now, Kedia ji, help us understand what are the key factors that you believe from now onwards can continue to support gold and silver prices? Top 3 factors that investors should look at. If those 3 factors are at play, we should understand that gold and silver prices will continue to rise.
Since last couple of years, first factor would be geopolitical tension. As soon as Russia-Ukraine war started, we have seen that has been added with the Middle East. No doubt, Middle East concern has been cool off. So I think there is no sign of relief for Russia-Ukraine, and even now talks have been going on with China, Taiwan, and US-China trade war. So I think till the geopolitical tension will go on, prices would be on supported. Secondly, is currency devaluation. We have seen many currencies have been continuously under stress, and that is why central banks are buying gold as a reserve. Since last 4 5 years, consistently central banks are buying. Even I was surprised to see last year Russian central bank has just given an update that why don't we go with a silver as a reserve? So I think silver is having a prominent place in the central bank. That definitely silver could rally more. And last would be the de-dollarization, and that is why in the month of September, we have seen dollar index went to the level of 100, and now it is recovering, no doubt, with the help of Donald Trump tech policies and all. But I think de-dollarization, geopolitical tension, and use case already we have discussed. All these 3 factors would keep me on firm view that bullion will outperform.
Okay, got that. Well, Ajay ji, thank you so much for giving us all of those insight as to how gold and silver prices are poised to move forward from here, and whether this, glittery journey will continue from here on as well, the factors that are at play, and more importantly, for investors at this point in time, what are the key strategies that they should be adopting. Always a pleasure to have you with us on Business Today, sir, to help you guide all our viewers in terms of gold and silver investments. So thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, viewers, for being with us on this special conversation. I hope that this has really helped you get a clear understanding of why are gold and silver prices really moving the way they are. What are the key factors at play? At this point in time, does it really make sense for you to add on to gold in your portfolios? Look at it from the way of investments as well as consumption, and then make the right decision for yourselves as well. With that, we wrap up, but do stay tuned on to Business Today, as we will continue to get you in exciting conversations around markets, as markets are continuing to fall. 23,088 right now. We are 300 points down in trade. So sharp fall being seen on the Nifty. The Sensex is down about 1100 points as well. Sharp crash being seen on the markets today. So the sentiment is only weakening, and that also looks at as a factor that investors are moving away from the riskier assets and looking forward to safe haven assets like gold. So keep an eye out on both these spaces and stay tuned with us.
Invest Karnataka 2025 is our chance to showcase Karnataka's best to the world. The business community, startups, academia, and even youngsters, I invite everyone to be part of this mega platform. From February 11th to 14th, let the world witness why Karnataka is the best destination to invest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Business Today Television. You are joined on Market Guru by a very well-known fund manager, Mr. George Thomas, who manages the equity portfolio at Quantum Asset Management Company. A very good afternoon to you, George, and a very warm welcome on Market Today and on Market Guru. Let's